Philip H. Anselmo, and you are checking out Metal Maniacs.
This is Patrick of Metal Maniacs. Pleasure speaking with the one and only Philip H. Anselmo. How you doing?
What's going on, Daddy?
Oh, nothing much. Housecore been around for a few years, mostly for all your personal stash and your side projects between touring with Pantera. And you pretty much take it to the next level.
Taking it to the next level in what way? The record label?
Yeah, the label.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it started with a bunch of my own music that I personally wanted to put out for the fans. Stuff that I had written during downtime, in between Pantera tours. You always come home. There's a million musicians in the fantastic city of New Orleans, and it's unavoidable. So I've made a bunch of music there. I wanted to have an opportunity to give that to the fans, like I mentioned. But you know, you take a look around, and there's some really fantastic bands out there, and just touring the world your whole life and making records and being surrounded by so many different musicians, you can't help but just give back a little, man.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it just comes natural.
And you stated a few times this is an outlet for only extreme metal bands.
No, it is not.
No? Okay.
It's for extreme music.
For extreme music.
Doesn't have to be metal, man. Extreme music comes in all variations. It just has to, I like to say, and I don't know who else says it, but I like to think that all the notes have not been hit yet. And I'm kind of looking for those bands that are hitting those hidden notes, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, hasn't been done yet. And as being the CEO of Housecore, what can you do differently than a bigger label does?
We take our time, man, real slow. We don't just roster up just to have a big bunch of names, big mess of bands on our label. It's not really what it's about. It's more one project at a time.
Yep.
I don't like rushing any of my bands as far as studio work or anything like that. I want them to be happy.
Yeah.
Because I can remember being in a lot of positions where it was like, okay, we got a week to finish this motherfucking record. It's like, wait a minute, are you serious? And it's done, it's history, and that's the way people hear you for the rest of your fucking life, and you have to deal with it, you know, and live with it. So I want the best opportunity for these bands, you know. So like Orson Welles used to say, we shall sell no wine before it's time. It's kind of like that with us, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually, and it's all, you know, when you do things like that, it's you can work closer with bands, you know, that require or actually request my presence in there, you know, for production tips and stuff like that. You get to work real close with them bands, and it's just always a great experience because so far, especially this year and the end of last year, all the different bands that I've worked with have been just that, absolutely different than each other. You know, it's like I'd go to one project and it would just be a complete 360 from the previous. So that shit's cool, man.
Oh, that's what makes it better. And like how many bands so far you have signed? Or I know Crowbar signed on to do a live album they did in Houma.
Yeah, they're gonna do a live album.
Okay.
We got WARBEAST from Fort Worth, Texas, and they are really textbook but excellent thrash band that really maximize their influences and just their playing styles are very reflective of it. They're fucking intense.
Yeah, and you have fucking Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce Corbin. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Bruce.
Hell no.
You know.
I talked to him a while back, and he had told me that you had produced the album also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we sure did, man. WARBEAST was, about this time last year. Everybody came in and whatnot, and I had to do some touring thereafter, so the mixing of the record kind of got put off for a little while because they did an initial mix without me, and of course I heard it, and I was like, wait a minute, we gotta pare this down, But, yeah, Bruce tracked all of his stuff out here with me at the Lair, and once again, it was just a pleasure to work with, man. But one band I didn't have to work with, and probably never will because they're so fucking genius, is the Sursics, and they're from Detroit, Michigan, and they're insane, and I really can't describe their music style.
I was checking them out today, and I couldn't really pigeonhole them in a category.
No,
they're their own, man.
The Sursics are alone, man, and they're fucking great at what they do. What else, man? We got the new full-length Arson Anthem coming out, and that turned out real well, man. 17 songs, 30 minutes.